So tonight, I'm going to be talking about turning skills into profit for retirement success. Everything that we need to make money, the skills and the talents are within us. And a lot of those things, as you'll discover tonight, we may have been doing them for free for other people, and you can actually monetize your skills. And you may say, well, I have so many skills. I can do this and I can do that. And there's all of this different stuff. Which one do I pick and how do I choose? And can I do them all? Those are all great questions that I'm going to address tonight. Again, I'm Donna Davis, the Intentional Shift Strategist in life and business. We are going to dive into this topic. So let's see how you can move confidently on this exciting journey from employment to entrepreneurship. As Laura said, I am an author. I wrote my first book in 2020, and we'll see it shortly coming up. And I am a speaker. I'm a certified AI consultant. How many of you know how big AI is right now? It's like one of those things. And in the beginning, I was like, oh gosh, not another. But you know what? How many of you remember the beeper? When the beeper came along, people were like, Felicia is shaking her head. When the beeper came along, everybody was, it was the thing. You had to have a beeper. And the way that it worked was somebody would beep you. You would have to find a phone somewhere to go call them because the cell phone wasn't yet that big of a deal. But the beeper actually transferred into the cell phone. It transferred into something else. And the iterations have just gotten bigger and bigger and bigger. When AI came out and I saw the impact that it was making, it made me think of the beeper. And the people that didn't get the beeper early on were left behind. Well, I did not let AI leave me behind. I am fully certified in it, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But I'm also a certified life coach, right? So I know you're probably looking at these things. You're an author, you're a speaker, you're a certified AI consultant, you're a certified life coach. That is a hodgepodge of stuff. Yes, it is. Let me give you a little bit of my background. I grew up in the lower parts of South Carolina. I grew up in poverty. Like any young girl, I wanted to have the husband and the white picket fence and all of those things. At least little girls, when I was growing up, that's what we wanted. And I ended up getting married when I was still a senior in high school because I saw it as a way out of poverty. I know you're saying, oh my God, but there was a time that people were 13 and married, okay? So I saw it as a way out. And unfortunately, my husband was very abusive. So I found myself in an abusive marriage, an abusive relationship. 5 years later, took me about 5 years, got out of that, was like, whoo, delivered free. Thank you, God. And I would go into rooms, and you all see my wonderful, bubbly personality. It has always been this way, even when I went through trauma and different situations. I would walk in rooms and realize that if I was hurting on the inside, so were other people. But no one sees the hurt because they see the smile. So that's what led me to be a life coach. And I'll tell you about how the other things came along. But here's my journey. So connecting the disconnected, because all of those things seem like they are so disjointed. When I began my business, I began it during the height of COVID. That's when a lot of businesses began. I was working full time. I still work full time. But I said, you know what? If I'm going to do what I believe that I was called to do, if I was going to fulfill some of these desires and dreams that I had on the inside of me, there's no time like I'm stuck at home. So I started with live presentations. I had no idea what I was doing. I began just sharing my journey, sharing my emotions, and just sharing everything that was going on. And one of my friends told me, you know, you make a great life coach because all I do is talk to you and you give me these advice and it's wonderful and great. And so I said, you know what? I went from live presentations, just making up topics and stuff that I wanted to do, to life coaching. But I didn't want to just do it as a fad. So I became a certified life coach. Actually, I have at least 4 certifications in different areas of life coaching right now. So I did the life coaching. And as my clients, it was very hard to get clients. So anyone that would say starting a business is glamorous and you just start it and the clients will pour in, you know, I need to hook up with them. But I started my business, I started life coaching. And because life coaching is about someone being vulnerable to say that they lack, right? To say that something's wrong, to say that they have to become vulnerable. It was not easy for me to get clients. But what happened was people were resonating with my Facebook posts and Instagram posts, and any time that I would be live, they wouldn't comment, but I would get messages in my inbox. That really touched me. That really touched me. So a lot of times the things that would discourage us, like no one's watching, no one's doing this, we are really making a difference. And I began to get life coaching clients. And when I help them to overcome whatever their emotional trauma or baggage was, because I don't cover up, I don't deal with symptoms, I deal with the root cause. Um, a lot of my clients were like, well, you know what? I always wanted to, and they would say whatever their business was. I always wanted to, one of my clients, she wanted to open her own business to help students. And I was like, wow, that is great. And I began just sending her grant information and helping her start her business. And that's when life coaching, the business strategist, right? I know you all looked at this and said, what in the world? But that is how it happened. I began helping my clients with their business ideas and the things that they had going on, and just doing that part for free. You know, I was charging them for life coaching, but the business aspect, it was natural for me because when I started my business, I started it legit from the beginning. I said, one day my business is going to blow up and everything's going to be in place. I went to the bank. I remember going to the bank saying, I need to open this account. I have no money and I may not have money for years. Are you okay with that? The bank said yes. And that is what I did. So helping them with their business was secondhand. I wasn't researching. I was telling them what I know, what my experience was. AI came along. I was applying for grants for my for-profit business. I was helping my nonprofit clients apply for grants. I said, you know what? This AI thing might be great. So I got AI certified, and my specialty is harnessing the power of AI with grant writing. And so that's what I do. Now you say, okay, Donna, can you connect all of this stuff together? Because, you know, live presentations and coaching and business and AI. Yeah, but you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to wait. I will connect it a little bit later, because it it will all pull together. And whatever your skills are, I promise you, it can all pull together because the world is waiting for what you have to offer. They are the things that come natural for you, someone else is struggling with. I promise you that. And the best thing about it, people are willing to pay you for your skills, for your talent, for the things that you enjoy. If you didn't, for those of you that work every day, I want you to just think about if you didn't have to work and could do anything in the world, what would that be? Somebody will pay you for that.